Rule number one is don't repeat that Rule number two, if they...
Anyway, why am I talking about Hertfordshire offered me a medicine degree. Look more presentable, don't you think? Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about interviews, interview questions. Your interviewer can ask you, no, interviewer, I don't know, is it interviewee? I don't know. Yes, let's get on with it, shall we? You've come this far, don't be too nervous. They picked you for a reason, you've worked hard, and you are at the interview. So don't be too nervous, okay? That's the first thing I'm gonna say, because I was so nervous at my interview. Not really nervous, like I wasn't at the shaking point, like I wasn't shaking. Let's stop there. The universities I applied for were St George's University, that was my first option. Greenwich was my second option, and I also applied for Hertfordshire and Anglia Ruskin's University. Okay, St George's was my first option and they declined me straight away, which I was very sad about and disappointed. Anglia Ruskin's also declined my offer. University of Hertfordshire offered me a medicine degree, declined that offer, and the last offer was left that I actually wanted was University of Greenwich accepted me. Okay, but it wasn't an easy process. Okay, it wasn't easy. In sixth form, my subjects were double health and social and PE, and I was also retaking maths the first year and English the second year. So I was retaking maths and English. Okay, not everyone is perfect. Even if you're retaking, and even in GCSE in science, I did combined science, so I got 3-4. So I didn't even pass science properly, and I got in. But health and social and PE, both my sixth form A-level subjects really helped me get into uni, because health and social obviously is connected to paramedic. And in PE we did physical PE, but mostly it was coursework, and like we did anatomy and physiology in sixth form, and we did like how to teach lessons and stuff. It was quite boring, but we actually learned some stuff. Well, I learned some stuff, just a little bit, not too much, but I still got a merit. I got distinction in health and social, and I got a merit in PE. Okay, that was my, yeah. Okay, so maths, I struggled in maths. I retook maths how many times? I don't even know how many times, but I retook maths. I passed maths, and I also retook English. I passed English. Yeah, English and maths was there. You had to have English and maths to get in a course. It's in every course you need English and maths to go into university. I got them. Moving on swiftly. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to do A-level science to get into paramedic science in uni. Like, you don't need to do chemistry, physics, biology in A-level. Like, I didn't do that. I did not pay attention in GCSE science at all. What I'm trying to say is that you don't need science and stuff. It is good to have it, obviously, but like, you don't need it, if you know what I mean. Like, if you have health and social or something connected to the body and caring for people, and yeah, that is enough to get in. well, to be accepted to go into for an interview. Anyway, I can't get my words out at this point, and it's like 2 minutes in. Obviously, you're going to be really nervous. When I was there was a group. Everyone was in one room. Well, there was obviously different days that people went in, but the day that I was in, everyone that was getting interviewed that day was in one room, and we had to fill out, like, we had to like sign in and stuff. So we had to fill out who we are, what school we come from, blah 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 blah, and then they put us in a room. And then, oh, you also needed your, like, did I bring my passport? I think I brought my passport. Yeah, my passport, any certificates that I had. So I think I brought like my GCSE certificates, and I also did D of E. So I brought that certificate. It was just a certificate, so I bring it. Just, if you're nervous, it's obviously good to be nervous because they can see that you want to like do this course. So like obviously they're gonna see that you're nervous, but like try to just calm down and focus, like clear your mind, focus on what you're gonna say, and take your time when you're answering your questions. Like if you need a minute, be like, can I have a minute to answer the question? They'll be fine with it, like, because they want you to answer the question as best as you can. So yeah, take your time answering the question. The actual part of what sort of questions you can get is, oh, and sorry, make sure you shake the person's hand, because I had two people. I had my module leader, one of my module leaders that I have now was one of the interviewers, and I had a woman as well, but I don't remember who she was because I was focused on the man, not the woman, but I was looking at both of them obviously. And oh, eye contact is very important. Okay, even if you're like a little bit shy, I was gonna say I'm shy, but I'm not shy. What was I gonna say? Even if you're a little bit shy, yeah, just look like behind their ears. Like even if you look behind their ears, it's like eye contact. Okay, so even if you're shy, don't worry, stay calm, clear your mind, think about what you're going to say. Dress code. Obviously they don't have a dress code, but dress smartly, smart casual. Okay, in my sixth form we have to dress smart casual, so I just wore tights and a smart dress and my blazer. Boys that I saw, some of them wore jeans and a shirt, a button-up shirt. Some of them wore suit trousers and a shirt, or suit trousers and a polo shirt. Some people wearing jeans and a polo shirt. Just be like smart casual, you know. You can wear smart trousers and a top. Was I wearing smart trousers and top? I don't even know, it was over a year ago. Mine was in April. It's better to be overdressed than underdressed, because you're gonna be in a uniform. Like in your job you're gonna be in a uniform, so show that you can dress smart and appropriately. Okay. First question that they could ask you is, tell us about yourself. Even in that question, I was like, can I have a minute, please? I don't like talking about myself, but like I knew what to say, if you know what I mean. Like I was like, that I'm a smiley person, I'm calm, I'm collective. Like I can deal with situations, that under pressure situations, like I can keep calm. You know, it's happened to me a few times. I'm able to talk to anyone, like I'm friendly. I said that I'm patient, I'm I can deal with stuff under pressure when I'm under pressure. Yeah, so talk about like yourself, and also relate to hobbies. Talk about things that interest you that is related to the course, if you know what I mean. But also they do want to know about, like, this is why they invited you for an interview, so they can know more about you. So don't just relate everything to paramedic science. They also want to know other stuff, because you're not 24/7. You're not going to be paramedic mode. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be yourself as well. So like, talk about your hobbies. The second question that they can ask you: why do you want to be a paramedic? Okay, why do you want to be a paramedic? Look, this is a personal question. It's a really personal question. So keep it short and snappy, but tell them about something that happened to you that was like, I want to do this, you know, like a personal experience. Me, I didn't have a personal experience with paramedics before, so I couldn't say like a story of why I want to be a paramedic, but I was because not everyone's gonna have that sort of answer, and I'm one of those people. And I said, for me, it was about wanting to help anyone that on the street that wanted, like, needed the help, and I didn't know what to do and how to react. So that's one of the reasons I want to be a paramedic, so I can be trained to help people. Like, if there was a person on the floor in the middle of the street, like, I want to be able to go over there and help straight away. As a paramedic, that's the main reason I want to be a paramedic, is to help people whatever the need is. In this answer, make sure you link it to any like stuff you did in school or any voluntary work that you did. In sixth form, we started a decaf. People with dementia was able to come, and we would give them like food, tea, cakes, and we'd put on them a little show, like a pantomime show for them. Like every area in the school, like the drama kids helped with the pantomime part. We had students that sung, and health and social people like myself were able to get to know people with dementia and communicate with them, because communication with dementia people is very important. I can talk about dementia for a very long time, and today is not the day, but communication is very important. So we learned how to communicate with them a little bit, and we got to see different stages of dementia. So yeah, I talked about that, which I think that helped me. Another question that you can get is, what is the role of a paramedic? Now, my love, you need to think, okay, what is the role of a paramedic? Like, make sure you do your research, make sure you like practice all these types of questions. These are not the only questions that you can ask. Like, you can be asked, like, you can be asked so many different questions, but these are the questions that I remember that they asked me. So this is how I'm helping you, okay? Yeah, what is the role of a paramedic? I said caring, providing the patient with the correct care and responding the correct and appropriate way. Also need to help them feel comfortable and in whatever situation they're in, because like they're in pain, or they're like scared, or I don't know, just don't feel safe. So you need to make them feel comfortable and just provide them with the correct care. Make sure you're making the right decisions. Be patient with the person, because not everyone's gonna want to do what you ask them to do for their health and safety. So because you can have patients that are on drugs, or like they're having that is the role of a paramedic, just providing the correct care that is appropriate for the patient, making sure they feel safe and are safe. So make sure your surroundings are safe, okay? And respond the appropriate and correct way, because not everyone is going to respond to you being there the same. Do you know what I mean? Because some people can be scared of paramedics, like, what are you doing here? I don't need your help. So you need to be like, do you know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't want to waffle too much, so next question. What makes a good paramedic? Now, for this question, there's something called, well, I know them as the 6 C's. So care, commitment, communication, courage, compassion, and competence. Yes. All them 6 C's, as I know them, I talked about all of them, just a little bit of everything from them. So I talked about care and how that links to a paramedic, competence, how that links to a paramedic, communication, how that links to a paramedic. So I talked a tiny bit of each. That's all I said for that answer. What makes a good paramedic? And I talked about the 6 C's. That is all I talked about. That isn't all I talked about, actually. I also said that there needs to be understanding. You need to be able to show that you feel empathy for that person. Not every person will want you to feel empathy. Don't let your emotions get in the way of your decision. I can't get my words out. What I'm trying to say is, think about the patient and how your decision is going to help the patient, because that the patient needs the care. So don't let your emotions get in the way of taking care of the patient, okay? Obviously you're going to have emotions, like you're going to be sad, you're not going to want to do it, but you have to do it. Do you know what I mean? That's why decisions are very important. You're going to be under pressure and you need to be able to control and be calm when you're under pressure. Because let's say you're in, I'm Turkish, so I'm going to use a wedding, because there's so many people in a Turkish wedding. Someone collapsed in a wedding and everyone is around them, like 10 people are on this person, like kolonya döküyorlar adamın üstüne, like söküyorlar, her şey söküyorlar üstünde. Okay guys, calm down, tamam. Like you need to just calm down a little bit. You need to be, them people, yeah, Turkish people, they overreact a lot, like a lot. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of people reacting to what has happened, to the situation. So when you're around them, you need to make sure they're away from the patient and they're not touching the patient, and you need to focus on the patient and not the noise. Cut out the noise, cut out everything around you and just focus on the patient. That is being calm under pressure. Good communication is very, very, very important, because obviously you need to communicate with the patient to understand what their needs and feelings and what sort of pain they're in, and take their history and all that jiggle, wiggle, shiggle. Next question that you can have is, how would you deal with uni work, studying, like revising, and placement all at the same time? Make sure you're organised, because you're gonna have a lot of work. Will help you with your answer is saying that you're organised. You're gonna be organised and planning ahead. Like that has really helped me lately. Like I've just been planning what I'm gonna do daily and make sure I'm getting it done. Like I have blocks where I'm gonna make sure I get something specific done. Yes, organisation is very, very important, because you have a lot of stuff to do. I haven't even started placement and I'm full to the brim of work. Like, just when I mean work, I mean revising and making sure everything's in my brain, because you're learning so much stuff and you, like, for me, I don't know schliggles, so I need to like keep revising everything, make sure it's in there. If something happens, boom, I know it, you know. So that's me. Every day I'm learning, making sure it's in my brain. That's organisation. Next question that you can have is, how would you deal with stress or something unpleasant happened on placement? It was that sort of question, like how do you deal with stress, or how do you deal with something unpleasant happened in placement, such as seeing something not pleasant. I said talking with friends and family, expressing how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. To be honest, I don't like talking about my feelings to anyone. But if I'm in that situation, obviously I'm gonna talk and like let it out, because I tend to keep stuff in. Anyway, enough about me. What the answer is making sure you talk to friends and family and just like express yourself. Like don't like keep it in, because like that's just gonna make it worse. And also do stuff that you enjoy and the stuff that you don't have to think about, which for me is music and just walking, like fresh air. Really helps me. So that was my answer: music and fresh air and just exercise. That's the end of my questions that could come up for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful, and remember, you have worked so hard, you have done so much, you have like just worked so hard, and they have accepted you and are inviting you for an interview. So try not to be too nervous. Practice your questions. Like I talk to the door, I talk to the wall, I talk to a mirror a lot. Just practice your questions a lot, and make sure you have whatever the email asks you, like your passport or certificates, or like just like identification. Make sure you have whatever is needed that day, and make sure you prepare it the night before, and just make sure you have everything. I hope you enjoyed the video and was helpful to you. See you next time. Bye.